Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to my YAHAWAH who are diligently waiting to be delivered from this found captivity. This is Brother Kawa Cub coming at you with another lesson. Actually, today is going to be a bit of a testimony. I really want to get into this because today, what happened to me was, one thing about me is, whenever I go to the store and I try to randomly pick any cart, when I go into the store, because I need to take this cart and whatnot, and get this stuff. But more times than not, when I pick a random cart, the cart is always fucked up in some way, shape, or form. Like, either it's super hard to push, there's something that's just messed up, or whatever. Like, there's always some problem with the cart, be it external that I can visibly see, and this is not me, I'm not actively seeking this out. I'm randomly picking a cart, or maybe someone handed me a cart or whatever, and I'm just like, okay, wow. It's like every time I go to the store, no matter what store, Walmart, whatever, it's just there's something wrong with the carts that I get. All right. Now, this reminded me of another time. This led to me thinking about the other time, because as now Slakia and me also mentioned that I did spirit and YAHAWASHI. Now I have a car, so call YAHAWAH. But and also Slakia, there was also the time as I was coming home, after I had that fucked up cart, I saw someone walking home with a cart. Okay, they're pushing their cart with all their groceries in it to get home and whatever and whatnot. Now that reminded me of when I used to do. But the thing is, I forgot what store it was. But the store, sometimes stores, their carts are locked, so their carts lock when you leave the parking lot of the store, so you can't take it any further. All right. So what happened for me was, I was going to the store. There was only one store. This was a couple of years back, but there was only one store nearby me, and I need to go to that store to get food. Because you gotta eat and whatnot, and I didn't want to pay for delivery fees and whatnot, so I was like, okay, I gotta walk. And the thing was, it wasn't no 10-20 minute walk, it was like a 30-45 minute walk all the way over there. It was a very long walk. Damn, I would damn near say it was an hour. All right. But it was definitely more than 30 minutes. At most an hour walk. All right, it was very, very far. All right, so when you need to understand that when you're walking and you have to bring stuff with you, the biggest thing is the liquids. Okay, the drinks that you have to bring. So if you buy water or soda, which I was drinking soda at the time, so I had bought soda and whatnot, like that shit becomes heavy and becomes harder for you to carry. All right. So first time I did it, it was hell on earth. I couldn't do it. It was like, obviously I did it, but it was like super hard. I was sweating bullets. I was overly exhausted. All right. And then after that, the second day, lo and behold, now let me get this, because this is why this is a testimony. First off, Proverbs 3 verse 5, trust in the Lord with all thine heart and lean not unto thine own understanding. All right. Now, what it means, obviously you can see, is that you need to trust in Yahawadah. All right, trust that the Lord is going to make everything all right. It's going to help us get through all of the hardships that we're in. All right, let me also get this. Psalm 37 verse 25. I have been young and now am old, yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor a seed begging bread. How is it? Like, you can, this is very clear cut. All right. Number one, trust in the Lord. Number two, the Lord is never going to forsake the righteous. Okay. What that means is, number one, you have to be a righteous man or woman of the Lord. All right. So you have to do the right things and be worthy that the Lord is going to say, you know, I'm going to have mercy on you. I'm going to take care of you. All right. So now back to the story. For me, I said the first day I did it, it was hell. Like, I was walking so slow that it took me an even longer time. So Slakia, it at most it was an hour walk, 30 to an hour minute walk just to get there. So without any of the heavy lifting, okay, and then even more, it's a lot longer walk making my way back. All right. So the second day that I went, obviously I had to, the second time that I went, obviously I had to, you know, we need food and whatnot. It's just exercise. I guess I have to do it, whatever and whatnot. All right. The second day, I walked, you know, with my brother and whatnot, and lo and behold, a miracle, like a literal miracle happened. And this is why I know that this is quite literally the Lord YAHAWASHI literally showing his mercy and helping directly, divine intervention, basically. All right, the Lord just did some divine intervention to help us out with that walk. Okay, so what happened was, second time I went, when I was walking, we passed by a cart. Someone managed to get a cart past the thing. We saw it still moved. Like, they didn't have to lift it or push it or anything like that. It moves. Like, it bypassed the lock that was in the vicinity of the store. All right. So I'm like, okay, wow, that's pretty cool. Let me go to the store. I went to the store, and then, you know, I got all my stuff, and then we still saw, because we didn't take it, we couldn't take it with them. It would be really stupid because we saw when we were on our way there, so we didn't have the groceries. So we saw on our way there, and then, you know, we saw that it worked and whatnot. We bought all of our stuff. We did not take it with us. We left. When we were leaving, we saw it was still there. We thought, you know what? Let's use it. Okay? And then we put all our stuff in there. The trip was so much easier. It was literally easy. As a matter of fact, it was better taking the cart than just walking without groceries as a whole. Like, that's how easier it was in general. The Lord just made our lives a lot easier, especially, you know, downhill. We just let the thing slide, sit on the thing. One of us sat on it, just whatever. Like, I just cannot explain enough how much easier it was. And the fact of the matter is that was a perfect example of divine intervention. The Lord putting in work to make something happen, to help us in our time of need, in our time of trouble, when things were just getting to be so much harder. All right, call Yahawashi, and I can never, will always remember that, because of just how miraculous it was. Okay, that's not something like, do you even understand what needs to happen for something like that to happen? Like, it's just so abnormal. All right, so someone clearly got past it, and it got past the lock, and then after they got past the lock, they just left that cart there, just randomly left it there. All right, and then as a result of that, we got to use the cart multiple days. Okay, multiple days where we got to use it and just grocery shopping the walk to and from was trivial. It wasn't even an issue anymore. It wasn't even anything that we were dreading. We were okay with going because we were okay with walking because we didn't need to carry it with our own hands. Carry the grocery with our own hands. We could just stick in the thing, let's go. Like, it was literally trivialized. All right. I want to get examples of this, all right, in the scriptures, because this is why you need to trust in the Lord. These things, and even then, it's lucky because I had spoken to a brother about this before, about how things are bad, things might be getting bad, things have been bad, but no matter what, the Lord is going to take care of us if we are righteous. But that's a key thing. Are you doing what you can to be righteous? Are you doing what you can to be on the good side? YAHAWASHI. All right. Like, this is the thing that we need to examine ourselves first and foremost. And then after that, that's when all the miracles come, where the Lord's going to help us out. All right. Like, I cannot believe, I literally, honestly, I cannot believe like that happened. I cannot believe that happened. It is just, it's unbelievable. Now, 1 Kings chapter 17, verse, she was going to fetch it. He called to her and said, bring me, I pray thee, a morsel of bread in thine hand. And she said, as the Lord thy power liveth, I have not a cake, but an handful of meal in a barrel, and a little oil in a cruse. And behold, I am gathering 2 sticks, that I may go in and dress it for me and my son, that we may eat it and die. And Elijah said unto her, fear not, go and do as thou hast said, but make me thereof a little cake first, and bring it unto me, and after make for thee and thy son. So over here, oh my God, this is beautiful. Honestly, it's beautiful. You just don't understand. You really don't understand. Slakia, but like, he asked for some food to some to a widow. Okay, have is just this little thing left. Okay, we don't have enough for you, or we don't even have enough for ourselves, because we're basically gonna starve to death soon. All right. And Elijah said, don't worry about that. Go do what you're gonna do. Go do what you were gonna do, but give me a cake first, and then after you give me a cake, go and cook for your son as well. All right, go make for you too as well. You guys, you're gonna be good. Verse 14: For thus saith the Lord Yahweh, for thus saith the power of Israel. Verse 14: For thus saith the Lord Yahweh of Israel, the barrel of meal shall not waste, neither shall the cruse of oil send the rain upon the earth. Okay. Verse 15: And she went and did according to the saying of Elijah, and she and he and her house did eat many days. All right. And the barrel of meal wasted not, neither did the cruse of oil fail, according to the word of Yahweh, which he spake by Elijah. Now over here, because she had faith, she listened, she was obedient, she obeyed the words of Yahweh through Elijah. All right, she got to eat more. There was always food. There was always that divine intervention, that divine where he made it so that she always has meal, she always has food, she's always gonna be able to eat. She's always going to be able to eat, and she wasn't going to starve to death after the first day, the last day of meal that she had. All right, like how like the Lord provided for Elijah and this widow woman and her household, and then the Lord provided for me by helping me out with that, by giving me that cart. Okay, making me giving me that cart that passed the whole what's it called, sensor thing, the lock. All right, like this is a perfect example. How much more during Jacob's trouble, how much more during our time of trouble when we need him the most. All right, like this is there's like, can you like understand this? Like, I pray that you can receive this, because the Lord is literally going to take care of us. All right, the Lord's going to provide for us. 22 verse 8, and Abraham said, my son, Yahweh will provide himself a lamb for a burnt offering. So they went both of them together. This was when Abraham was told by an angel of the Lord, go take your son and sacrifice him to YAHAWASHI. Go take your son Isaac. All right, and then the Lord and Abraham, he said, okay, yeah, I'm going to do it. And then he had so much faith. He had so much trust in the Lord YAHAWASHI. He was going to do it. He was going to sacrifice him. But what happened? I guess let's read the chapter. Verse 10, and Abraham stretched forth his hand and took the knife to slay his son. And the angel of the Lord called unto him out of heaven and said, Abraham, Abraham. And he said, here am I. And he said, lay not thine hand upon the lad, neither do thou anything unto him. For now I know that thou fearest Yahweh, seeing thou hast not withheld thy son, thine only son, from me. And Abraham lifted his eyes and looked, and behold, behind him a ram caught in the thickets up by his horns. And Abraham went and took the ram and offered him up for a burnt offering in the stead of his son. And Abraham called the name of basically that's it. So the Lord made it so that a ram came in the stead, and as I previously mentioned, this is such a beautiful example, a beautiful testimony, because the Lord provided for us, my household. And how much more is the Lord going to provide for other brothers in this truth that are doing the best that they can. All right, it's a very beautiful thing. I'm truly grateful for what the Lord has done for me, and it only makes me what had happened to me just makes me want to go even more. Okay, want to do more, do the best that I can to make it so that everything that the Lord is never disappointed in, so that I'm doing stuff to show my love and appreciation for Yahawadah. Okay, it's a very beautiful thing, and I'm truly grateful for when He took care of me. He helped me out. All right, He helped me out. He provided for me when things were hard. All right. In addition to that, 1 Kings chapter 17 verse 6, and the ravens brought him bread and flesh in the morning, and bread and flesh in the evening, and he drank of the brook. Okay, and this is finally just another example of now animals. The Lord used animals to bring food to Elijah. Okay, because this is in this exact same realm of the whole Elijah and the widow thing. This is just a few verses before. Okay, so Elijah was getting taken care of by Yahawadah. All right, so call Yahawadah. You really just have faith that the Lord is going to take care of you. Have faith is that the Lord is going to provide for you when the time comes. All right, so with that, I pray this lesson was edifying. I want to give all honor, glory, and praises unto Yahawah, Ba'ashem, Yahawashi, Ba'ashem, RICANS. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, Abad, Babal, and Shalom.